Coming to you live on tape from Studio 306, this is Titans Today, Northside Middle School's weekly announcement broadcast. Today is August 29th, 2022. Let's get to your newsroom with your host, Addison and Amaya.
Good afternoon, Titans.
And thank you for tuning into Titans Today.
We also wanted to thank everyone for the kind words about last week's broadcast.
If you did not know, this is actually the first year for our broadcasting class.
So we hope to grow in our skills as time goes on.
With that said, let's turn to the news. 21st Century Scholarships applications are live for the 2022-2023 school year. 7th and 8th graders are able to apply. Northside will host speakers and organizations to educate the students.
Make sure to check out our 24/7 stream called Titan TV Daily. This features all of the current announcements for the day. This is streaming right here on Titan TV YouTube channel.
Applications are currently being accepted from 6th, 7th, and 8th graders students who are interested in joining Student Council. Student Council gives students an opportunity to develop leadership and organization skills by carrying out student activities and service skills. See Ms. S. Pierce for more information.
And those are all of our top stories for today.
Let's now go to knowledge to hear about the weather for the week and what happens on this day in history.
Thanks, Amaya. Looking at today's weather temperatures look to be in the 80s with a high of 85 and a low in the 60s. The rest of the week looks to include a chance of storms with a high in the 80s and a low in the 70s. And taking a look at the weekend, Saturday will be cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 61. And Sunday will be in the lows with 60s and then have a high of 81. But that was taking a look at the weather in our world. This is our featured event for today, the annual fishing pass. It's at the village of Wayne Lakes and it's today, August 29th. The weather there will be partially cloudy with a high in the 80s and a low in the 70s. That's all the weather here in Titan TV land and beyond. Now let's take a look at what happened on this day in history. On this day, in 1642, the English Civil War begins between the Royalists and the Parliament. And in the sporting world, the 2004 Olympics happened. The United States got the most gold medals. We won. Also, today is National Lemonade or Lemon Juice Day, whatever you want to call it. You may or may not like it, but lemon juice gives you vitamin A and it's pretty good for you. And it tastes really good. But that was all that happened on this day in history. Now let's get a glimpse at what's happening in the Titan sports with Drevin.
What's up, Titans? It's time for sports with Drevin, hosted by me. Yeah, boy, Drevin. The results are in. Cross country had their first meet on the 17th against the Yorktown Tigers. The top runners for the boys was Marcus C. with a time of 13:40, Etienne R. with a time of 13:50, and Parker S. with a time of 14:41. The top runners for the Lady Titans were Julani M. with a time of 19:30, Abby W. with a time of 20:10, and finally, but not last, Hannah W. with a time of 21 seconds. The football team faced the Delta Eagles on the 18th. The 7th graders sadly lost with a score of 5-14, but the 8th graders smashed the Eagles with a score of 20-6. Keep it up, Titans, and let's keep winning. The fall sports season started last week. Make sure to take advantage of all of the upcoming games to come and support your fellow Titans. Let's look at what is next on the sports calendar. Today is our 7th and 8th grade Lady Titans volleyball matchup against Winchester Driver. Middle School. This game will start at 5 p.m. in Winchester Driver. On Tuesday, August 30th, the 7th and 8th grade Lady Titans volleyball team will travel out to face Jay County Junior Senior High School at 5:30 p.m. Then the next day, on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., our soccer team will battle Selma Middle School here at Northside. And finally, Thursday, our Northside cross-country team is competing at Shenandoah High School at 4:30 p.m. against the Indians. I know our Titans will bring us home a victory. In esports news, there is a Rocket League information meeting this Thursday in Mr. Harder's room, number 108, right after school. Come out if you're interested in joining our esports. I know I'll be there. Much sports, much fun, and much driven. That is a look at what is happening in the world of Titan sports. Here's Knowledge with the week's birthdays. Knowledge?
Thanks, Revan. Every week is special, but we want to make this week extra special for the few people here today. Here are our Titan birthdays for this week. Malia J, Mariah W, Deonte P, Taven D, Caden S, Iriana G, Jodia W, Emerald C, Adrian C, Derek D, Damaya A, Landon S, Mariah H, Jebrion G, Jace L, and Connor P. Those are all the birthdays. Now let's get to the rules of the trivia challenge. The rules for trivia challenge go like this. Every week we will ask a trivia challenge question. When the broadcast is over, decide as a class the correct answer. Your teacher will then send that answer into our Titans Today trivia challenge portal located on the Northside Information Hub. Yeah, we ballin' like that. Last week our question was, how many lights do we use in a normal broadcast of Titans Today or Titan TV? The answer was 11, and Mr. Wickwire's class was the closest with an easy guess of 10. This puts them first on the leaderboard. Now, for one more point, here is this week's trivia challenge question. In our broadcast, we had a major misspelling on one of our graphics. What was the word we misspelled? Discuss as a class after the broadcast, and good luck on this week's trivia challenge question. Let's go once more to the studio of 306 with our news anchors. They're all about the clubs going on this week.
Thank you, Knowledge, and good luck to all of those success classes.
Our principal, Mr. Williams, has a challenge for all of us today.
The challenge is to be in at least 3 clubs or sports this year.
So here are our club news for today. Are you interested in helping out our brand new Titans when they enter the building? Do you have great social skills and love making new friends? You're in luck. Ms. Roberts is looking for students to be a Titan ambassador for the 2022-2023 school year. This application is only currently open right now for 7th and 8th graders who have been in the building for at least a quarter during the 2021-2022 school year. This application link is posted on Schoology. If you have any more questions, please contact Ms. Roberts.
Do you like jazz? If so, then come down to the Titan Jazz this Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:45, taking place every Wednesday in the band room. This club is open to all students who have played an instrument for at least 1 year.
The FCA club meets at the end of each week. On Fridays, come to the choir room from 8 o'clock a.m. to 8:40 a.m. Doors open at 7:50. Everyone is welcome.
Here is a D&D club information meeting happening in the library from 4 p.m. to 4:30 on August 31st. See Mr. Harder if you are interested.
The Sound of North Choir Club, which used to be called Titan Voices, will be starting soon for those who want to join. Sopranos and altos meet on Tuesdays, and tenor and basses meet on Thursdays. The first meeting will be September 6th and September 8th. You do not have to be in choir to join. See Mr. D for more information.
Have you ever wanted to work with or create robotics? If so, Robotic Club is for you. In the club, you have the opportunity to work with technology to create robotic devices. Robotic Club will meet twice a month. Applications are in the office until September 1st. The first meeting is September 15th. See Mrs. Collins for more information.
Safe Hero is a GSA club that will welcome students in all backgrounds. It is a warm and welcoming environment where students can make friends, get support, and share laughs. The first meeting is September 8th in Miss Nevada's room.
That is all we have for club news today.
Make sure to get involved with something here during your time here at Northside.
And do not forget about Mr. Williams' challenge to get involved.
Doing something, you might see your face on one of our future broadcasts.
But until then, it is time for us to wrap up.
A special thanks goes to our B team and all who participated in this broadcast.
Check out the stamps and the credits because they all have worked hard to make this happen. Until next time, I'm Addison.
I'm Amaya.
And this has been Titans Today by students for students.
Remember that Titans take responsibility,
Exhibit kindness,
are prepared,
make good choices,
and all above else.
stay classy, Titans.